If you are looking for a great way to keep your dog or dogs from barking a lot and just randomly barking for no reason and being very loud and bothersome, these dog barking collars are ones that you should check out. It comes in a 2-pack. They have different colors, and even though, like, I got the black ones here, and they still have different types of straps on them, so you can still tell them apart from one another. And they have, let's see, which one do I have on here? So when you turn it on, you can hear the sound of the beep. It's kind of loud. So it's a loud beep that it uses, but it's rechargeable. It comes with a charging cord and has 2 different ends on it that you will magnetically hook onto the back to charge it when needed. If you turn it the wrong way, it won't work. So it just slides on there the right direction because of the magnetic part. And so you can charge them both at the same time. The battery seems to last a long time. I've had them for a little while, but they last pretty well. They have some different options on how they work. They have these prongs that you can stick on the back. I've got the 2 different sizes here. So one is shorter for maybe like a shorter haired dog, and then the longer one for if the dog has longer hair. So I've just got one of each one on there. It also comes with a, when you're testing it, if you want to make sure the prongs are doing the shock, if you're planning on using the shock part, when you put that on there and the shock part works through, it'll light up the little bulb so you know that it's working. The different levels, let's see, we flip this right the way, there we go. They have 1 through 5 on the different sensitivity levels. So a 1 is not very sensitive, up to a 5, which is more sensitive. They say to start at a 3, so you can kind of get an idea of how sensitive your dog is going to be to it. And you can see the different colors here. The purple represents the shock, the yellow represents the vibration, and the blue is the sound. And so you have the choice of if you want it just all shock, if you want it all, that one's the sound, or if you want it just the vibration, or if you want to have a pair of them together, such as the sound and the vibration, or have all 3 of them going at the same time. So you've got some different choices there that you can work with. When I use this on my dogs, I started it on 3 like they recommended, and I just am having it on the sound and the vibration, and it's already worked amazingly well. I did have to, one dog is a little more sensitive than the other, so one of them I turned it down to the 2 and the other one's up to the 4. So I had to go one way with each on that sensitivity. So you don't, that I like is that I don't have to use the prongs on it. I don't have to have it even shock them at all. It's working with the sound and the vibration, so that is amazing. I did test the shock on myself because I thought if I ever get to needing it, if this other one doesn't work, I just want to know how much it's going to work on them for the shock. So I put my fingers on it and I had it. You test it by getting, like I pulled up a YouTube video that had dogs barking on it and then had the collar by it to see when it would go off. And when it goes through the process, it gives them 5 chances to stop the barking. So it'll start out like a little beep with a vibration. And then if you have all 3 going, then it'll give a shock after that. And then if they still are barking after that, the second time it'll go to the next level and it'll be a little bit louder beep and a more vibration and a little stronger shock. And so each time up to the 5th level, it's going to keep increasing the volume and the vibration amount and the shock amount. And so it's going to go through those different levels. After a minute, if they're still barking a lot, it will stop because it's a safety feature. It's not going to keep doing it and driving this dog crazy if the dog is going hysterically and not reacting properly to the stop, the deterrent to make it stop. So it does have that safety feature on it, which is nice. But I did try the shock on myself because I thought I need to know how much of a shock this really is to my dog. So if I decided to use it, which I'm not at this time. The first level, I barely felt it. It was like, I kind of feel a little something there. The second one was like, okay, I felt that one. The third one made my fingers have to pull off of the thing. So the fourth and the fifth would be more, but I would think most dogs are going to quit by that time. But it's like I said, I've been using it with just the vibration and the sound, and that's worked really great. So this is something that I highly recommend to work with your dogs. That's a nice, very humane way of training them to not be barking when they don't need to be. And it's works great. It's rechargeable, so you don't have to worry about batteries. And it's gonna really help out, I think, with your barking dog. So if that's something you need to work on and need help with, this is something you should check out. Go get you some. If this helped you out, please hit the like button, subscribe for more reviews, and click on the product link below. Thanks for watching.